Hey, what's up, everybody? Tommy Meyer here. Welcome to this very special Tommy Tonight New York mayoral race election update. Debacle into Big Apple. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a native New Yorker. Though I live in California now, my heart will always be with New York. So I mean this with nothing but love when I say, you guys suck at counting votes. Seriously, it took 6 weeks to get the results from last June's presidential primary. 1 in 5 ballots were rejected in that race. That is a rejection rate of 20%. To put that into perspective, LA rejected 1.53% of their ballots. Now, the New York Board of Elections says that most of those ballots, the ones that were rejected because they arrived late. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not their fault if people waited to the last minute to return their ballots. Except it is, because you see, they failed to send 34,000 ballots out to voters until the day before the primary. Really changes what it means to say I'll be there in a New York minute. New York was also the last to report the final results for November's presidential election, not doing so, and I'm not lying about this, until March 15th, 2021. You know it's bad when this guy acknowledges Biden's win before you do. And now the mayoral race is getting thrown into chaos. You release the results, then there's a discrepancy, so you unrelease them, and look, I get it. It's the first time you're doing ranked choice voting. It's hard to count all those ballots. But if you suck at doing something, why would you make it harder? That would be like Biden deciding to only talk in limericks. Though he does love quoting Irish poets. Seriously, this debacle is the stupidest thing to happen surrounding a New York mayor since, 2 weeks ago.
Unlike any other election result you've ever seen. Here it is. Here it is. Pepperoni, ladies and gentlemen. Pepperoni has won. And in honor of the new king, I want to just take a bite here. I'll tell you what it feels like. Ranked choice voting. I didn't know it would be this delicious.
Will you hurry up and count? Anyway, I should probably explain exactly what happened. You see, basically, on election night last week, Eric Adams was in the lead with 31.7%, with Maya Wiley in a distant second with 22.3%, and Catherine Garcia in third with 19.5%. Now, yesterday was supposed to be the release of the ranked choice vote count. So when they came out, they came as a bit of a surprise. You see, after 11 rounds where the last place person is eliminated and their votes get reallocated, the final two were Eric Adams, still leading with 51.1%, and Catherine Garcia in a close second with 48.9%. And with 125,000 ballots, absentee ballots left to be counted, most coming from Garcia-friendly districts, suddenly it seemed like she had a really good shot. And if you're having flashbacks, I know, I'm sorry, just bear with me, I promise, it gets better. You see, once the results were released, Eric Adams here put out a statement, basically contesting the results. I know I said it got better, I didn't say when. Basically, his statement said that there was a discrepancy between the totals announced on election night and the totals released yesterday. Now, a lot of people, myself included, criticized him for that because, the last person of color to do something like that. Different color, but still counts. But the New York Board of Elections put out an ominous tweet basically saying that they were aware of the discrepancy and were working to identify where it occurred, asking people to have patience. Then, a little while later, the results were removed, and the Board of Elections put out a statement basically saying that they forgot to erase 135,000 votes from a dummy test that they were doing on the equipment. And if you're looking for the dummies, I think I found them. So anyway, that is basically where we were as of last night. Everything happened, and nothing happened. We had no idea who was in the lead. It could have been Adams, it could have been Garcia, it could have been Paperboy Love Prince, who is a very real candidate, and this is real, whose campaign manager is a 13-year-old who thinks homework is unconstitutional. Ah, yes, the old Brown versus Board of Education. I always thought that was decided wrong. So yeah, basically, as of last night, we knew nothing. We didn't even know if pepperoni was New Yorkers' favorite pizza. If I were Pineapple, I would be demanding a recount. Then, today, finally, came the real results. And they were, drumroll please, Eric Adams, 51.1%, and Catherine Garcia, 48.9%. Wait a minute. No, sorry. Those are the results from yesterday. What were today's results? There we go. Eric Adams, 51.1%. Catherine Garcia, 58.9%. Yes, the exact same percentage as yesterday. I don't know if I should be impressed or if I should be furious. Or press furious. So, Eric Adams wins, right? Eric Adams is our winner. Wrong. Because we still have to count those absentee ballots, remember? Which means that we basically do this all over again in a couple of weeks. But, we do know a little bit more than we knew yesterday. It does seem like Garcia has the edge right now. And that is because, as I said earlier, there's still 125,000 absentee ballots outstanding, most of which are going to be coming from districts where Garcia did really well. And with less than 15,000 votes separating her and Adams, that should be enough to put her over the edge. So, when are we going to know the final results? Well, the New York Board of Elections says by mid-July, though they didn't specify the year, so I'm going to go with 2024. Speaking of 2024, Joe Biden. Before I go, I just want to give a little Biden update. You see, Biden has been telling this story a lot, and it goes a little something like this.
Toward the end of my term, headline came out in all the papers, Biden travels, I think it was 1.3 or 1.7 million miles on the Air Force planes. And so I'm getting on the train on that Friday, and these guys all became my family, all the conductors. And a guy named Angelo Negri came up and he goes, "Joey, baby!" grabs my cheek like that. And I thought they were going to shoot him. I really did. I said, no. He's a friend. He's like, what the hell? And he said, "Big deal, Joey. 1 million, whatever it was, 300,000 miles. You know how many miles you travel on Amtrak, Joey?" And I said, "No, Ange, I know." And he said, "At a retirement dinner, we calculated it. We estimated 127 days a year, 250 miles back and forth, 36 years. Then as vice president, Joey, you travel more on Amtrak."
So here's the problem. That story could not possibly have happened because according to CNN, Negri had been dead for more than a year and had been retired for more than 2 decades before the earliest possible moment that conversation could have happened. "Joey! I'm dead, Joey! I'm not really here! I'm in your imagination!" Now, to Biden's credit, Angelo Negri was a real person, and they were friends. Here they are at a retirement party together. So this is actually better than the story he keeps telling about the war hero that he awarded a medal to for rescuing his fellow soldiers, where Biden got the service member's branch, rank, the nature of the attempted rescue, where it took place, and the type of award wrong. So he's getting better? That's all the time I got for you. I'm Tommy Meyer. Stay tuned for Season 2 of Tommy Tonight, coming soon. Maybe even before we get the mayoral result. Who knows? But it will happen soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. I'm coming back, baby. Good friggin' night. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think of my videos by commenting down below. And if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to me on the YouTube or share this with a friend. The possibilities are 3. Good night.